Alrighty. Hello and welcome to the Balls in Your Court Dodgeball Sydney show, episode 1. We are your hosts, Phil and Henry.
Hello, Henry Airplane here.
I'm just gonna fix this up. Nice. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you, Phil?
I'm pretty good. This is exciting. A little bit nervous as well. Don't know what's in
Yeah.
stall.
Man, I'm definitely not used to streaming in general, but you've got the experience.
Yeah, a
Pretty
little
cool.
bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this mini series that we're going for.
Me
This
too.
little mini series. Yeah, and I'm liking the name that we came up with. Balls in your court.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, we're gonna have our special guests come in, but we've been asked to host these episodes. I guess because we a good duo. We've done some commentating together.
That's right.
So yeah, basically we both play in Dodgeball Sydney in the leagues. We've been playing it for a while now. I've been playing since 2016. How long have you been playing for, Henry?
From either the end of 2016 or start of 2017. Yeah.
So it's been a while, and COVID's a thing. So we wanted to do something, bring out some content for all the people stuck at home, and I want to see something dodgeball related, I suppose.
That's right.
And yeah, I guess I don't know. Without further ado, we'll get the special guest to come in and talk more about what's going on.
Yeah. So hopefully we have some fun with this little stream here. Feel free to type any questions you guys have in the chat, in Twitch chat there, and we'll try to answer it to the best of our ability. So the intro for our special guest now. Our first guest for the Dodgeball Sydney podcast, first episode, are the two people who started off in Dodgeball Sydney as normal social league players, playing in one of the most OG teams, Artful Dodgers, and one of our newer teams, the Valkyries Valkyries. This particular couple have put their hearts and souls into Dodgeball Sydney over the last few years. They've hosted some of the best social league seasons, they sponsor an array of state league teams, and even hosted one of the greatest wedding celebrations ever, which we were all fortunate to be there for. And now, without further ado, the official directors of Dodgeball Sydney, please welcome Michael Beef Nguyen and Cara Nguyen. So please bring them in.
Oh, there it is. You're gonna have to do your video, and if our production quality was any good, I'd have a soundboard, but we don't have a soundboard, so.
Are we good?
Yep.
Okay. Are we on?
Loading.
It's loading up.
No, can't hear anything.
Oh, it's frozen.
If it doesn't load up, you might have to restart it.
No, it's loaded up. I can see the two of you.
Hey,
See them now.
Yay, there you go. We're
Nice.
here.
Hello.
good to see your
Hey, guys.
faces. Pretty good, pretty good. Nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
Hi.
You talk to yourself all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've never had this many viewers before.
Really? Oh,
I can't see anything, so I don't know.
19 viewers, not bad.
But the thing is, these viewers, they all like when I go to do my own streaming, I don't know too many people, so I don't mind, doing whatever. But these people all know us.
Yeah.
They all know where I live.
Hey, Steven Snacks.
So when they actually see you in person, they're going to give you shit about it.
Yeah,
which
pretty
is
much.
exactly what we want.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got Beef and Cara on now. Should we introduce them? Oh, we've already introduced them. Should we? What should we do?
Do you want to explain a bit about the show and your visions and your goals and
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
I guess if you know, Sydney's going through a lockdown. I think we've been in it for what, four weeks now, and this is not our first rodeo. And I know that community sport is usually one of the biggest things that gets affected when these things happen. And usually for many of us, I think I guess connecting at Dodgeball is a big thing for our community. Everyone kind of, that's your social life for some of you, or that's how you hang out with your friends, and at the moment it's really a tough, they only really opened the singles bubble recently in the last
Yeah.
week or so, but prior to that, some of you weren't able to really hang out with each other or in large groups or not. So it's a tough situation we're in for the next month or so. So the whole point of really having this is to kind of give everybody an opportunity to kind of engage in these conversations that you normally would at your leagues. Um, I myself, have gotten to know many of you over the years, and some of you guys are new, and some of you guys are just joining for shits and giggles, which is fine. But it's just an opportunity where you can ask us questions. Henry and the guy, Phil and Pete, and all the hosts that are going to be involved are basically going to be, your voices and kind of give you guys some insight into, dodgeball if you're new to it or an existing player or looking into something that you're going to have look forward to after lockdown. And then, I think we're gonna do what we always do, make people part of our family. We are a massive family. We've been for a very long time, and this is an opportunity to connect during a very difficult time for some of you. And we're all going through it in Sydney, but Queensland got the shaft yesterday.
Yeah.
So some of you in Queensland have that. Melbourne decides to lock down randomly whenever it feels like. Yeah, and so we've got family everywhere. So there's an opportunity for everyone to connect, not only just locally, but also to some of our family that we have overseas as well. And it's a safe space. This is where you can completely be yourself. Um, say what you will. Obviously, a space where, like, if you know us, you can hack and tease us and say whatever you want. We're all good for it,
Respectfully.
but respectfully, in the space where we can. But really, it's just a place for everyone to communicate and chat while we can when we're stuck in this lockdown. So instead of having to sit there and figure out what your next Netflix watch is going to be or whatever channel you're watching it on, you can spend an afternoon with us, listening to us banter or ask questions or kind of, we've got a lot of things planned for the show. And then, we'll go from there.
And we plan to do this weekly on Sundays, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Like every 2 p.m., right?
Yeah, 2 p.m., just like our usual dodgeball time. And we have a lot of we've been planning of what we want to do and who we want to chat to. So it's not just going to be talking to myself or Cara. It's going to be a whole bunch of other people in the dodgeball world and the community, as well as just some of the familiar faces that you would see, week to week. Instead, you might see us online, and hopefully, out of lockdown, we'll continue to do this as well, and potentially in person, which is even better.
Yeah, I had a question here. It says, why should our community and viewers tune in every week? But I suppose it's because if you're missing dodgeball, you want to talk dodgeball, see some familiar faces, have questions.
So tune in for me.
Yeah, tune in for Henry.
Yeah, Henry's beautiful voice, the golden voice that we've had on our streams for so long. Every week's going to be different, so it's something else to watch. Just like you would wait for a brand new TV show or an episode, is exactly how we're going to do it. No week will be the same.
Yeah.
You're going to have different, apart from Phil and Henry, we've got Peter, we've got Paul, we've got other people that are hosting as well. We've got Christian, which are all familiar people in our community. And you'll get to know them a little bit more, as well as other people that you might have not had an opportunity to chat to or talk to. And some of them are going to be, key people that you might have crossed paths with or really want to get to know. I think that's it every week, half an hour of your time. That's all we ask. And it's up to you. There's no commitment. It's just a safe space for anyone to choose to do what you want.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of surprise guests, some big names in the dodgeball sport, trying to get people from different places of all these different skill levels. Could be someone new, could be someone really experienced. Be interesting to see their story and stuff as well.
It's pretty exciting knowing who's in the lineup.
Yeah,
but
actually.
I guess we shouldn't reveal it now, huh?
Just gotta stay tuned.
Yeah.
And they're all people that I think, if you've been in the dodgeball community for as long as I have, They are genuinely great people to talk to that you probably would not normally have a chance to. Um, because I understand how frightening it could be. If you're like an avid dodgeball lover like myself and a few other people, you sometimes you have the confidence to go chat to these people, but here's an opportunity in a safe space where you can ask them questions and really get to know them on a much more personal level than on a court. When they're throwing balls at you at 110 or 120 k's an hour,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and in a setting where you won't get hurt. So, I think that's the thing about this that we want to continue to do.
Speaking of though, how long have you been in dodgeball for?
I would say pretty much from the beginning,
Yeah.
about 11 years now, where we've turned 11 this year. So Dodgeball Sydney has been around for about 11 years, and I was in one of the first seasons. Originally, the owners were Holly and Joe McKay. They started the business 11 years ago, and I've been as long as that from playing in social leagues. I think Phil, you and I played our first international tournament.
Yeah.
We played Singapore together, I
Yeah.
think. When that was an API. And then since then, it's just been nuts. I think I've been really heavily part of the business probably the last 5 to 6 years. And then now Cara and I are run and operate it collectively together.
Love it. Oh man, I don't know if can you guys see the chat? There's a bunch of people in the chat.
I've been browsing the chat. Yeah.
What have we got in there?
We got Jello, got Tango, got Krissa.
I see Stephen
I
Mack.
believe Nyan and Kevin followed. I think Septile, is that Darren?
Yeah, Septile should be Darren.
There it is. There's a bunch of people. Smacky16.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Stephen.
Thanks, guys. What else we got?
Peter had a question in the chat. It said, what inspired Beef and Cara to join Dodgeball?
What's your origin story?
Yeah, what's your origin story for joining to begin with?
Wow.
Well, for me, he was already playing. He'd already been part of the league for a few years, but for myself, he was just. It was one of those. You should come play dodgeball, and like for the first couple of months, I was like, nah, I'm not good at sports. I was never into sports like growing up, and then he was just like, you should come try it out. It's not, just for people who are like super fit, like do one type of players. Like it's for anyone and everyone. And then I was literally like hooked after the first game. Absolutely loved it. But he'd been playing a lot longer than me.
I joined because my mate, we missed out on playing AFL 9s or 11s or whatever the social version of AFL was.
Yeah.
We missed the season, and then my mate goes, "Hey man, there's this thing called dodgeball." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah man, it's just that $5. Go join. We'll put a team together." I'm like, "Yeah, all right." I didn't really play sport at the time. The only thing I really played was OzTag, and I was getting over it because it rained out all the time. So we played our first season, and I've not stopped. I think I'm one of very few players that are currently still in the league that have played every season since it opened. We haven't missed one. So absolutely insane. It really just started on the whim, and I think that's a lot. That's the same story. Most people, they get a mate that tells them, "Hey man, come play dodgeball," and they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I want balls in my face." I'm like, "Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it."
Balls.
Yeah, that's definitely the story for me. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Phil, you told Peter, and Peter ended up telling me.
But
Yeah.
I guess, the only reason I found out about dodgeball is I was actually playing OzTag as well, but I got really injured from it. It's meant to be a non-contact sport, but I kept getting injured. So, and I love the dodgeball movie, and I'd just be always quoting stuff from the movie. And then eventually I'm just like, I wonder if there is one, a dodgeball league. Typed in Dodgeball Sydney in the Google, and there you go. There's Dodgeball Sydney. Oh god! And then just went to the open day. Loved it so much. Bought myself a bunch of dodgeballs on that very first day, and joined the social leagues with Flaming Dragon. So, and yeah, and then Peter got you guys into it, and it's become a whole thing now as well, huh? So. That's basically that's our origin story. A little snippet of it.
I think everyone starts out like that, a mate referring them. And the funniest thing is, when I kind of talk to people about it, like whether it's at work or in another social setting, they're kind of like dodgeball is like the movie. I'm like, yeah, kind of, but when you really think about it, it's the only sport where you can throw a ball at somebody and you can't get in trouble. So if you are a person that has a lot of stress in your life, this is this place or the sport that's going to help you relieve a lot of that stress and not get in trouble. And also, like a lot of good people are in the community, so you're going to make some lifelong friends.
Mm.
That's right.
I think that's like the most asked question there. Like when you actually tell people that you play dodgeball, you're somehow involved with dodgeball, the first question they always ask is it like the movie? 100%. Or it's like,
How
can
do you
you,
how do you
can
train for
you,
dodgeball?
How do you train for dodgeball? Well,
Do, do,
uh,
do you have to dodge wrenches? I'm like,
the wrench line. Yes.
Can you dodge? Get out of here, Kent.
You dodge a range.
Kevin asks, when is dodgeball coming back?
To be honest with you, we don't know.
Yeah, tough
At the
question.
moment, New South Wales,
Already.
I guess health orders say community sport can't be back for a while because they're going to make sure that right now the goal is to get people vaccinated so people are safe. The Delta variant is really contagious if you want to look at it that way.
Mm.
And community sport is probably one of the easiest places where that can happen. We have COVID safe rules. I think dodgeball was probably uh, the only sport that opened up really quickly compared to other sports because we had a very solid COVID safe plan. But I guess for us, we're just planning and we're playing it really by ear. At the moment, the lockdown is till the end of the month of August, and we'll continue that until we are told otherwise. And then as soon as community sport is open, hopefully that's in September, we'll resume. We're meant to start our next seasons,
Mm.
and that's okay. We'll just start when they start, and we'll continue when we can. And I guess Cara and I are just right now planning to make sure that when we do open, that we are opening in the most safest environment for everyone, particularly councils and venues know that we can operate in a safe way. So I think they're working with us to figure that out when we got the go ahead.
Are you gonna come back full force? Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays?
Yep,
hopefully.
everything will
Yep.
be open as we can.
Yep.
As do you remember that a lot of our venues are businesses, and businesses during this time is tough.
Mm.
Like a lot of them have to pay staff, they still have overheads. There's a whole remit around that. So I don't know what the businesses will be in a month's time, but when things are opening back up, we are in continued conversations to really talk to them. Our plan is not to go away anywhere. Our plan is to open whatever we can in the best way that we can, in the safest way we can.
Mm.
So September, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. I mean,
Fingers crossed.
oh man, I miss it. I miss playing it. I'm sure a lot of people are. Miss seeing
Definitely.
people's faces as well, and throwing balls in people's faces.
Yeah.
Encouraging for people that want to join them.
Sorry for being a bit quiet. I've just been reading the chat. We ended up having Canny and Darren, and I think Amanda mentioning my TikTok video, the TikTok one.
They want more.
They want some more TikTok videos.
Some more TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you can congratulate Cara on the socials. She's been
that's
doing
right.
a lot of work
Yeah.
on our TikTok account. I think it's super great what she's doing at the moment. I think we've got a really good viral video between Phil and August, two of our veterans. I think
Yeah.
it's how many views have we got now?
One of our videos has hit like 2.6 mil, and then we just had another one crack 1.1 mil this week.
This is in the chat as well. He just said he misses doing his turkey noises.
There's a picture of Gus, and like he's doing the turkey noise, but like obviously, it's just a picture of it. Like every time I see it, I'm like I could hear the exact sound that's coming out of his mouth.
It could. I mean, if we miss it that much, it can technically come on the Discord. We drag him in, does the noise, and we kick him out.
Make the noise. Hey, record.
We'll just know it's Gus. We'll just know it's him. I think though, like with the social media, it is quite important because again, like being in lockdown and stuff, it's not only like just myself that's working on it. Like there's Amanda, there's Jello, and like also like now Krista and like you guys are also involved. So I think it's still important to really sort of keep in touch with our community that way, seeing as we can't really be there in person. But we wanted to come back, like when we're ready to come back to play, hopefully in September. We also wanted to have a strong online presence as well. So fingers crossed it goes well. It seems to be going pretty well at the moment. But yeah, everyone's been doing a really good job.
Yeah, and
Who
what's
doesn't
it?
want to relive those moments? Who doesn't want to relive those hilarious moments that we see when you guys are reviewing footage? We've got a bank, guys. There's plenty of this type of content
Oh, for sure.
ready to go.
I love every video where Paul gets caught. Those are my personal favorites.
Yes, I think Paul has a being caught reel somewhere.
He has a complete reel. It's a whole playlist.
There's no like way to figure out what video goes viral. Hey, it's just a weird algorithm. Yeah.
Correct. So to like things like time that you upload it and like the duration and like the song, or like obviously you're like contributing factors, but you just never know, especially when it comes to TikTok. The algorithm like is always like constantly changing. But it's just we've been like quite lucky to have more than one video like go viral, and it's 2.6 million eyes that have seen a video about Dodgeball from our Dodgeball account, so it's quite lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually, just to think about it. Misty Nguyen, keep the vids come, Cara, helps with my dodgeball withdrawals.
Mine too. It's really weird because like I've got everything like saved to my phone, and like I'll make like little clips and stuff, and then I get like carried away, just like laughing to myself, and Beef's like, just upload them already. I'm like, so many funny ones. But yeah, we've got more coming out soon, actually, starting from tomorrow. So it's very exciting.
And I can see like the progression as well, like the music choices, the editing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's quite cool to me to see it just grow like that.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it all out, right? We want
Yeah.
to make sure that people see what Dodgeball is, and it's not just a movie where they dodge wrenches. It's a real thing. It's 100% a real thing that people thoroughly enjoy, and there's super competitive moments, and there's moments that are just fun, and people have their own moment too. Like I think the video that's gone crazy now is Belle's grand finals video,
Sorry, Ricky.
right?
Sorry.
Ricky got
That
wrecked.
video, and you know what? That was her moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a piece of history she can own. That we've got footage of, a winning point for her. If you kind of like watch the video, there's just an expression on her face that you can only either get when you're there, but then when you watch it, you kind of feel like that moment that you won that point, which a lot of people, will have had throughout their dodgeball experience at one point. And I think that's just the thing that we want to do with content, right? Give people a view of some of those really magical moments that everyone can have.
Like your one, Phil, like your one with Gus, like it just happened to be that I was in like the right place at the right time, just because there were still, I think, two other games like on either side, and I just happened to catch like that particular moment between like you and Gus, and it's just, yeah, it just went. I think it reached like 2 mil after how many weeks?
Yeah, that's
few
pretty
weeks.
soon.
It's pretty good.
I was joking saying road to 1 mil, and it surpassed 1 mil.
And it just blasted past it, man.
If you wanna put on some pigtails, and you can be like Bella, the next Bella Thorne, then I'm sure you're gonna have 10 milli.
Being Bella Porch.
Oh, Porch, sorry, Bella Porch. My bad.
Right. I'm Bella Porch. just
Bella Porch.
So completely off topic, but Cara, I heard that you were recently seen walking down George Street yelling, "Get away from me! You are not my husband." Care to
Oh, no.
explain? Please explain.
It was at Christian's birthday, so Christian, I 100% blame you for that one. Slash, who else was there? Melbourne, I blame you.
Cara got wasted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cara getting wasted and blaming on other people, eh?
2 runs. The 2
Cara
runs.
got wasted. I needed to take her home, and I look like a creepy dude trying to get a girl on a car.
It was all like fast walk slash like almost run down George Street, and to be honest, I don't even remember. But I woke up to like this really angry face the next morning, like him staring at me like,
What's more
"Do you
funny?
know what you did
is-
last night?"
The more funnier thing is, we were in the car. I sent her a text message while I was sitting next to her,
Yeah.
and I wrote, "I love you," and she goes, "Look, my husband messaged me." So if you want to talk about someone who got really lit, that's her.
What a
I was
call out.
literally in the car next to her, having a
And
conversation
it was
with me.
kind of like screaming every time he kept like trying to come up to me because I'd try and like veer off and almost walk onto the road. He'd try and like pull me back onto the footpath, and that's when it was more like a scream, like, "You are not my husband." Clearly, like he is. But yeah, this poor
So
man.
that's the precursor to the benefit, guys. Just remember,
Oh man.
if you
Oh.
drink.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the
Okay.
benefit, can we get more information about that?
So Dodgeball Sydney turns 11 years old this year. Last year was our Big 10, and obviously our good old COVID did not allow us to do any celebrations. And for many people I know, you couldn't even get married. So we said, you know what, we're going to go organize a big, massive party. And the benefit is going to be a big party for all our Dodgeball Sydney members and friends and family, our vendors and people we work with. It's basically a sit-down dinner, so 10 course or 8 course banquet, Asian banquet, eight course Asian banquet
Damn.
with wine, and some tables are getting their lovely bottle of henny. And basically, it's a time for us to really celebrate Dodgeball Sydney for the 11 years that it's been around and what we've been through in 11 years. It's also to celebrate a lot of the people that have been a part of the Dodgeball Sydney Ohana, and also recognizing where we've come from and where we are now. And it's to announce the legends, the 11 legends. So if you would have seen, we've pushed a campaign called the Dodgeball Sydney Legends and the 11 Rings. We are giving away the equivalent of a NBA championship ring, but for 11 Dodgeball Sydney people. We have been looking across all our leagues and people that are involved, and I think myself, the referees, and a couple of our people in the volunteers group are going to be making a decision on who those 11 legends are. There's a criteria we have on our on our socials that says what you need to be eligible, and it's those that have been MVPs in any of our Dodgeball Sydney games, played in our leagues. What else have we got as a criteria? I think that's pretty much the key ones. And then sportsmanship is a big thing. If you're a cheat, we don't want. No, I'm joking.
Oh no.
I mean, I guess it's people that have good sportsmanship, people that have been leaders for Dodgeball Sydney and really pushed us into where we are now.
The Kobe's and LeBrons.
Yeah, the Kobe's, LeBrons, and the
Jordans.
The Jordans of the world of Dodgeball Sydney, and that's what we're looking for. And then we're going to announce them on the night. And you're going to get a ring that's going to be in a lovely wooden box along with some other merch along with it. And it's going to be a recognition that we're only ever doing once, which is this year. That's it.
You're not going to do 12 rings next year?
Well, I don't know what we're going to do for 12 years with COVID. I don't know. We'll see. I think there's something we want to do with recognition because it's really important. Every year that we do continue, I think the biggest thing for us is we want to continue to grow our social environment. So not just at sport, but outside that too. So whether it's dinners, get-togethers, end-of-year parties, whatever that's going to be, we want to make sure we incorporate that. And so this is the first of what I say many celebrations we're going to have over the next few years.
I'm keen. Not keen for the Hennessy though. But I'm keen.
I
I'm just.
love it.
Yeah, not keen for the Henny. Yeah, okay. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'll just
The-
take it away from your table.
Yeah.
I'll pass it on to the other table.
Pass it on to Cara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
No,
chat is saying,
There's like a hard.
Pretty sure there's a video of Phil that we had that says, "She made me do it. It's Cara's fault."
Cara!
You carried down the stairs.
I've
right?
seen that video. I've seen that video.
Don't put it on the screen. Don't put it on the screen.
Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. Henry.
People in chat are saying the benefit's going to be the Nguyen wedding part 2, or it's also going to be known as Cara versus John Street in Cabramatta. But yeah,
That's really funny because we were calling it wedding part 2 for a little bit
Yeah.
because it's getting like that because table settings, getting people organized. It does feel like we're organizing another wedding.
Photo booth.
Photo booth,
Photo
the whole
booth.
thing.
DJ.
DJ, oh my god, basically is. But we are. There's a lot of familiar people that were at Cara and I's wedding, and a few weddings recently. So let's call it everyone else's wedding.
yeah.
William Peters wedding 2.0.
I'm keen, and I thank you guys for putting in the time and effort to do that. Because I guess if you guys wouldn't have done this, then no one else would. Hey, so we'd just see each other weekly at Dodgeball, and that's it. But
Something to look forward to at the end of November.
yeah,
So you can buy tickets. They're available whether you want to buy a table or just a singular ticket or couple. We're opening. It's open to buy from now until then. Like if you want something to look forward to, I'm pretty sure it's still going to run.
Formal attire.
Yes, and it's something that you need to dress up for because we're going to take lots of photos and a reason to get out and dress up instead of being in knee pads and skins and uniforms.
yeah. So if people wanted to join and get a table or get a ticket for the benefit, how would they do that?
There's a link in our bio on Instagram. So our Dodgeball City Instagram. There's a link in there and to our link tree which has the form there, so you can just fill that out of your interest, and we'll get back to you guys and sort out payment and all that kind of stuff. The benefits at the end of November 26th, and that's a Friday night. A good end to the week, and
Yes.
before all the craziness of Christmas. So
Sneaky Pete has actually just dropped the link in the Twitch chat for the Dodgeball Sydney benefit.
Thanks,
So if you
Pete.
guys don't know where to search it up, you can just click the link that Pete has sent in the chat there. And
Awesome.
speaking of rings, we can't just call out Cara anymore, can we?
Go for
Speaking
it.
of rings.
Do it.
Ooh. Beef, didn't you lose your wedding ring?
We're going to have a discussion later.
I lost my wedding ring at a Bucks party I went to in Thailand.
Mm.
It actually got stolen.
Oh no.
I actually took it off my finger and put it on the
Conveniently lost it.
the sink
Thailand.
basin in Thailand in the hotel. We literally went out to go have breakfast, came back, and it was gone.
Oh.
Gone. And the apparently the hotel denies.
It was just
No one's been into the room.
Oh.
disappeared. Magically. Conveniently.
But thank God, men's rings are completely generic, and I've got one made that looks exactly the same. I got that.
Mm.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble, guys? I'm in lockdown for a month.
He just conveniently lost it on his
Conveniently lost it huh?
first
while
day
in Thailand.
in Thailand.
But that's shit though. I mean, yeah, losing something like that, and you couldn't find it as well. So, but it is Thailand.
I think at one point we unfastened the underneath the sink where the basin was, thinking it might have fell in to double check. Thank God I was with a couple of tradies and you know, look at the sink.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
Poor Shady. What's Drew? Was that not Drew? No, Khan. Dumbo, he was there. He knows.
Khan.
Lex was there. He knows.
We need to bring him onto the into the next episode and.
Yes, he will confirm.
Gives them a call right now. It's like, you got to tell them this, guys.
Go to fucking.
Gotta get our story straight. What else? What else we got?
I like the comment that Amanda made. Cara running down the street saying, "You're not my husband," makes sense. It's because you lost the ring, B.
Yeah, what she
That was
Amanda said.
many months later.
Who takes the ring off?
No, a jury. I never have. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
Oh shit. All right, we got a few more questions here. Is there more questions in the chat?
I don't think there have been many questions in the chat. I think we've already gone through all of them.
Oh, Tango says it was Sneaky Pete. He was the one that stole the ring.
Thank you, peace. All right.
So I guess one of the other questions, what's the first thing you'll do when lockdown is over? First thing. Doesn't even have to be dodgeball related. Just something you want to do, missed out on.
I don't know, eat out probably.
Definitely.
Go see everybody.
Yeah, I want to see everybody. Actually, to be honest, if like we really had the opportunity and they allowed it, as soon as we're over, we're probably gonna have a house party.
Hmm.
We'll probably get everyone together.
We haven't had one in a while.
We haven't had one in about a year. I think a year and a bit, year and a half.
It's been longer. It
Yeah,
was
2 years.
When was the last one?
Yeah, end of 2019. It was probably our last
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Oh, the Christmas one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We'll throw a big party. I mean, we don't want it to be a super spreader event, so we just need to make sure we're all good.
Within restrictions, if any, safely having party.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What are you guys looking forward to?
Oh, dodgeball. Honest answer. I miss it a lot. Other than eating.
You should be training. Have you been training? Have you guys been training or exercising?
Of course, of course. Getting shredded.
Oh yeah, because your arms are massive, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Show us your guns, Henry.
There.
There you
My
go.
eyes.
Auctioning off Henry. Tickets to the gun
Yeah.
room are available via our link on Instagram. Ladies, place your bets, please. All the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, to all our viewers, feel free to ask any questions right now. I think we have plenty of time to go through Ask Me Anything right now, really. Simpson says, your curveball TikTok really helped my technique. Was that the first of many videos to come?
It was a good video. A lot of value in that.
There was a lot of value in that.
That video is it's actually sort of educational, but that video was made just for that one joke in there where it was make sure you get some of that wrist action in during lockdown. I literally just wanted to make that video just for fun. Jenny says, did you get smaller, Henry? Yes, I did, I guess. Lost some weight. Oh, is that Monique Yap? Quit yapping. Show us your mullet. So yeah, I have actually been trying to grow out a
You're
mullet.
growing a
I'm
mullet?
not sure.
Oh,
I don't know.
Because you can't get your hair cut. That's why right now. Oh, isn't Monique isn't she in Queensland right now?
Monique,
Brisbane?
I don't think she was able to get to Queensland. I think she
got stuck.
got stuck in Sydney.
Oh, that's a shame.
Wow, there's a bit of roasting in the chat as well.
He's
It's pretty funny.
getting roasted.
A little combo.
Yeah, I feel like I'm keen to just play dodgeball. I haven't really been training for dodgeball, but I have been trying to jump rope a lot and not
Seen
cut
videos on
myself
TikTok.
and not cut myself this time. Yeah, and without the gym and stuff like that, I started learning like all these different exercises to do with just a resistance band, which is quite interesting.
Have you seen the ads for the Easy Bar?
No.
They're
bar.
all over the internet. It's literally resistance bands connected to a bar. So it's like doing a bench press weighted piece, but with resistance bands at the end of it. So there's all these
Ah.
exercises, and they've been trying to sell it during COVID.
I think I have
Then,
seen
like,
that.
I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
it's
Oh, the Easy Bar.
I've seen that ad actually.
You
Yeah,
seen the ad for the Easy Bar? Oh
I've
man,
seen it. I've
trust
seen
me.
it.
I reckon hundreds and thousands of people have bought this thing.
Yeah. Just while we have some time, instead of bantering in the Twitch chat, you guys can banter in our Discord. So the link is just in our Twitch information section. You can click the hyperlink there. You can join our Discord, and eventually it'll become a big community. We can all just chat in there, and we'll give you Dodgeball Sydney updates and so forth.
Mm.
And all the other links are there as well. Our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook, I believe. I don't think we have a Twitter, do we? No, we don't.
No, I think we do.
We
Yeah,
do. Oh, we have a Twitter. Cool.
so there's a
Um,
lot of social channels that we haven't had content on. For a while, so we're kind of working through that, making sure that if you find us anywhere, we'll be there.
yeah.
Except OnlyFans. Except OnlyFans. There are no OnlyFans. There's
Not
no
yet.
Dodgeball
Not yet.
Sydney.
yeah.
We'll do a 12-month calendar, and if you subscribe, you get
Pictures of Phil.
pictures of. Well, the first one will be Henry. Henry can be let's start in September. September.
Only
One
fans.
photo a week of Henry.
Oh no, no. We've already got a topless picture of little Pete, Sneaky Pete.
That can go into OnlyFans.
That's definitely going in.
Um, yeah, so that's right. So on the Twitch channel, all the links are there. All the panels underneath, if you go to the About Us section, that can all be clicked on as well. Yeah, so definitely join our Discord, because that'll be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think we can. That's enough about dodgeball. I reckon we could just talk about us in general, can't we?
Yeah.
I mean, this whole stream was meant to be just a fun thing, and we can just talk pretty much casually and yeah, talk about whatever we like. So we do have a list of questions, don't we, Phil?
Yep.
And some of them are a lot more casual and not about dodgeball. I mean, the first one up here is, what was your first or your worst job? I mean, this is an icebreaker question, but yeah, this is open up to the board, to everyone here. What was your first or worst job? So a bit more about us, how to get getting to know us.
As a hairdresser for
A
2 days.
hairdresser. Is that your first job or your worst job?
That was like my worst job.
Your
Literally
worst.
only lasted 2 days.
From
I was
hairdresser
fired.
to
I was fired
director.
on the second day. I did so many wrong things. Like so bad. It was terrible. Never doing that again. But like so much respect to people who are in that profession. It's just yeah. I blocked the drains. I put the scissors in the wrong sterilizing jar so they rusted.
Oh god.
That's the
I
whole
did a
thing.
lot of things wrong. I dropped like all these plates and cups, and I spilled like hot coffee on like one of our like customers that was like waiting to get her hair done at the time in the studio.
That's not even a hairdressing requirement for hot coffee, isn't it? You just
Like, you know, when your customers come in and you say, "Would you like tea or coffee?" Like while they're waiting, like in the chair before someone comes to even do like their
I don't
hair.
know.
Did you go to the bar when
Because I go to Moe and cut my hair
because
for $10.
because what I'm hearing right now is like, fuck, I hate hairdressing. And what do you hate most about the hairdressing? Spilling hot coffee on people. That's the
Actually, I've never been to a hairdresser's where they offer coffee. That sounds really fancy.
It's a long time ago.
My worst job was working for mixing the Gatorade for marathon. For all
Ah,
I used to be at the Gatorade stations, and I did this many years ago. And basically, you get the powder, you get the water, you mix it together, make sure you fill up all the cups so when the runners there's something to drink, and they roll. Hated it because it spilled.
Bad job though.
It was terrible because it spilled everywhere. I felt like I was swimming in Gatorade.
oh, and it's all like sticky and stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
uh,
Is it like they just take a sip of the drink and then they just like throw the cup in?
No. It's when you do it, you got to do it really quick and in batches. So
Yeah.
it's like filling up water really quickly. You do and so many people are rushing past through all the stuff. that you just don't have time to stop. I actually thought it would be really chill. That's why I agreed to do the job. I was like, nah, man. You're literally lifting like liters and liters of water, mixing it, and then stirring it, and then filtering it into like cups and stuff. It was just a pain.
Yeah, it sounds like a pain.
Yes, and my shoes never were the same after that. So they're very nice shoes to NXT.
Damn. Well, you both have definitely come a long way from hairdresser and Gatorade mixer to our directors of Dodgeball Sydney.
Yeah.
What about you, Phil? you-
Um, first job, I worked at Domino's.
Hey,
Worked at
Domino's.
Domino's with two of my other high school mates, my best mates from high school. This is like in year 11. It's a pretty interesting experience, and you get to like just make fat pizzas and just take it home with you. Just do whatever toppings you want, just chuck it in. Yeah, I remember if the manager was there on the day, then you'd have to pay like $5 or something. But if the manager's not there, then you just make it and just bring it home yourself. No one's gonna know.
oh, I know now. It's ruined it for everyone that works at Domino's now.
Yeah, well, did you ever eat the pizzas you delivered? No, I didn't do delivery. So I did the phone calls and just in the house cleaning and topping up the ingredients and
So you never made the pizzas?
there was a period where I did make the pizzas, but the more experienced pizza makers would make it. I'm the guy that like cuts it up, put in the boxes and deliver it or take the orders and stuff. Yeah, it was good times, especially when you're working with like your best mates. Yeah, that was really fun.
That is pretty cool.
Sneaky
That's
Pete asks, pineapples on pizza, yes or no?
Oh, yes, big yes.
Yes.
I'm a yes.
I
Yeah.
love Hawaiian.
I agree. I don't know why he can't have pineapple on pizza. It doesn't make any sense for anyone that goes against it. Now I'm gonna get hated.
Pizza
Pizza
on
on
pineapple.
Yes.
Henry, your job, your first or worst job?
Think my worst job was definitely when I was working at a petrol station, and I used to do the evening shifts, so pretty much from like 4 to midnight, and then there was a shift by myself, and sometimes I have the overnight shifts as well. Those were the worst. Basically, once you start doing overnight shifts and they're by yourself, it's really creepy. You start to trip out, and you like think things are there when they're not, and it gets really scary at a petrol station.
the heck?
Yeah.
This was probably before they actually told you that you have to lock the store now. Right?
Yeah,
Between
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, so if it's overnight, I just lock the store, but it was still really scary.
Did you ever have like anyone try and like rob you for money or anything like that, like while you were working?
Unfortunately not, but I've had some weird customers. Like there was one guy who was just in such a rush. He wanted like 2 bottles of Coke. I got him the 2 bottles of Coke and I transferred it out to him through like the lockbox or whatever, the little transfer thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And before he even grabbed his stuff, his mate drove up in another car and he just bolted. And he went into the car and I was like, "The heck, you didn't even take your Coke, man. What's going on?"
We're trying to do a runner, but just didn't. Was too busy thinking about trying to do a run.
It's funny how the car goes, oh shit, I forgot the Coke.
So Jenny mentions a time when I was actually called an Indian one time when I was working there.
Wait, what?
So I actually had like an injury on my forehead. It's similar to this one right here. I actually have a dot right now. And I guess you can sort of guess the rest of the story.
They just called you an Indian, not like as in mistook you for an Indian, but just because you had the dot there, they.
I think they mistook me for an Indian.
Oh, lols.
Yeah, should we give that speed round questions a go, Phil?
I've got one more question.
You got another question?
Um,
Oh, yeah, Beef and Cara, just a little note. I think you may need to be closer to your mic, otherwise it might go off a little bit when you start talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Better now?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so I've got this game here. It's called We're Not Really Strangers, and it's a bunch of cards where it gives you like conversation starters, like topics to talk about, and I don't know, I just wanted to like just pick something out and then we can just talk about it.
And again, guys, any of the viewers, if you have any questions for any of us here, just pop it in the chat. And I'm paying attention to the chat, so I'll read your question out.
What is this question? What fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through? And what's my order?
Oh, you would drive
For
through.
you,
That I would
That
drive through.
we ask. I
Does it
think
have to be existing or a made up one?
Ooh. I mean, if it's a made up one, but it sounds good, I'll go to it.
think you're the type to go to KFC and get a 10-pack of wicked wings.
That's so true. I do love my wicked wings.
KFC and Wicked Wings.
Oh,
I don't really see Phil eat. To be
What?
honest with you, I barely see you eat.
just eat in general?
I don't see you eat at all. I don't think I ever see Phil eat. I don't even know what food likes.
yeah, that's true.
I've never really seen you eat. I wouldn't know.
Actually.
You've seen me eat when I'm at your place.
Yeah, because it's given to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Next time, what I'm gonna do is I want to put up a sign, and you're gonna drive your car up to my house. And like, what would you like to order?
But yeah, wicked wings is good. I could totally go for like a good old Big Mac, classic Big Mac, with some nuggies.
Chicken nuggies.
Yeah.
Are you a Red Rooster fan?
Ooh. I used to love Red Rooster. My mum loves Red Rooster.
You grew up in the South, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Red Rooster near you. You would have
Yeah.
had a couple around your area. So,
Yeah. There was
like, people don't know what Red Rooster is because they never had one near them.
Some people think that like Red Rooster doesn't even exist anymore though. So if you have to choose which one, like KFC or Red Rooster is like the big question.
Oh, KFC.
Well, now they Red Rooster has fried chicken.
Oh, man.
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
that fried chicken's not too bad as well.
I think it's pretty good.
It's tender, but I think the flavor is a little lacking. A little.
A little lacking.
A little.
Roasted chicken, mate, is better than that.
Roaster, pretty good.
I'm sorry to all my Filipino friends that think that it's close to Jollibee, but it ain't.
No, it's not.
Not even close. If you eat in Jollibee, it changes your mind completely. But it's coming here anyway. Isn't Jollibee coming to Australia?
I know it is, yeah.
Yeah, and so is Five Guys.
Oh.
Five Guys is coming.
Yeah.
That burger joint.
We'll be keen for
I've
that.
had many drunken moments in New York with eating a burger that looked like it was put together by another drunken person.
There's a YouTuber. His name's Mr. Beast. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
heard of it, but he's
That's a rich guy.
he's released like this burger chain restaurants
Yeah.
all throughout like America and UK, and he started off as a YouTuber.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Burgers.
it could be
He's always
a opportunity to have the first one in Australia.
Did you eat the what's it called? The new Mac ranges? There's Mac Junior and there's the Mega Mac. Or was it
Oh.
Mega Mac?
I had the Mega Mac the first time it came out. That was my favorite. It's like what a Big Mac should be because it's like Big Macs are just so small now.
Too much. It was overwhelming.
Oh,
Too much.
really? Oh,
I don't know. Big Macs now are enough. I don't think I need any more than that.
It's not a ploy for McDonald's to sponsor us, but if you feel like sponsoring us,
Quite happy for you to
You're
send us, unlimited supply of 10 packs of nuggies.
chicken nuggies
We'll gladly hand them out to our members.
with the BTS sauce. Oh, it's so fucking cool.
so we've got a few comments in the chat. Sneaky Pete mentioned that Phil would definitely go to the Bavarian drive-through if there was one.
Oh, true.
Uh,
If there was.
Ken wants you to do some ASMR if you can. But
That's
Darren
fine.
says, "Why are you running?" And Amanda mentions her drive-through Amanda steak,
Oh,
which
yes.
I
Yeah.
definitely vouch for. Amanda's steaks are amazing.
Yes.
And We actually have a question from Gus. He says, "What was your first injury while playing dodgeball, or if any?"
Ooh.
So,
I rolled my ankle. Never been right. Completely
Mm.
killed myself trying to catch a ball many years ago, and I've never recovered properly from it because I continued to do the idiot thing and just walk it off.
You said twist
And
your ankle, right?
yeah.
I completely rolled it. Like
Oh,
I
rolled
actually
it.
Roll, roll.
completely rolled it terribly. My leg, my whole ankle was flared up like a tree stump. It was crazy.
It reminds me because when I first started dodgeball, that was after my Oztag injury, and the Oztag basically what happened was the ball was like bouncing, rolling towards our half, and I tried to kick it so it goes back to their half, but one of their guys was like bolting and running and dove or dived onto the ball, so dived and got the ball, also got my ankle, and I couldn't walk for ages. I'd be walking, but I'd be limping and stuff. And so that's when I found Dodgeball Sydney, and I loved Dodgeball Sydney so much that every time there was a game on, even if my uh, ankle was fucked, I'd tape it up to the best of my abilities, and I'd be playing. So I think in the first recordings of my very first games in Dodgeball Sydney, I'm still sort of limping, and because it's not like fully healed yet, it's it's more prone to like twist more and stuff like that. So yeah, my I already started playing dodgeball whilst my ankle's already fucked. So
Wow, you're injured.
that was my first injury, I
Just
suppose.
walk it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry?
Um, I can't remember if I got injured before big ACL injury, but
Mm.
yeah. So a lot of people already know that I had an ACL injury at the start of last year, got some surgery back in April, and in the middle of recovery right now, rehab. But otherwise, probably had twisted ankles here and there as well. I wasn't very athletic when I first started dodgeball. I'm sure I stuffed up here and there, like yeah, probably got injured, but I really don't remember anymore. It's quite a while.
Mm.
The most common injury is people's rotator cuffs usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Most common. It's because you don't know how to throw, right? And you're not really taught. And it's kind of like you like the sport so much, you're willing to push through a little bit of pain, right? Just to go, I go, oh, it's just because I don't exercise, and that's the excuse. But if you actually like learn to properly warm up and throw proper technique, your body does go through adjustments, but it like eventually you are less injury prone than going through starting with bad habits. And a lot of people I see are like that, like 100%. Majority of like we used to have this curse for Dodgeball Sydney. If we ever ran an open day on Australia Day long weekend, someone will get injured and go to hospital. For
Yeah.
3 or 4 years straight, it happened. So we were like, nah, I'm not doing it ever again. So all our leagues now start in February. But also at the same time, we try and make sure that we have a lot of injury prevention. But rotator cuffs are a lot of common injury. I think at Five Dock towards the end of the season, there was a guy that played in his quarterfinals or something, snapped his elbow
Oh.
completely
Oh,
clean.
I think Paul was definitely that game.
Yep.
ugh,
Oh.
Yeah,
that's
poor
rough.
guy. He it was like this huge like lump.
I
Oh
was
Just
like,
god.
yeah.
I'm
But
glad
I've
I've
also
never seen
seen
that.
like those that have had injuries before, like dislocation of shoulders. I see all the time, because they had previous injuries like that, and it's just made it worse. Um, Absolutely nuts. I think I've seen everything. I've seen some kind of break, a lot of dislocations over the years. But the most common is probably like people with rotator cuff issues usually.
Yeah. Twisted ankles, I see that quite a bit as well.
Yeah, ankles a lot.
Yeah.
It's form, right? So most people don't, because it's quite funny because everyone looks at it and thinks when you play dodgeball, oh, you're not really moving it around that much. Well, if you're a really good player, you are technically, and it's quick. Reaction speed is really important.
Yeah.
So it's like, and if you're not used to it, you're pushing your body to move in a way that it naturally doesn't, because you're trying to react to a ball moving or a catch or a play or whatever it is. And then you get ankle injuries, you fall over, you stack it, you run into people. Shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah. I remember seeing someone, I think it was maybe an open day at Fairfield, and they're like taking them out, and I'm like, I bet it's his shoes. It's not like dodgeball shoes, and I think I saw it, and it's like Yeezys or something. I'm just like, what are you doing, mate?
Yeezys. Yeezys. Yeah. And Andrew Cham, shout out to Andrew Cham for always wearing the Yeezys. He's
Yeah.
the new player in Kunai.
He actually I'm pretty sure he came up to me and he asked me what shoes should he be wearing, and then he got new basketball shoes, I think.
He's worn different pairs of Yeezys by mistake, alternating pairs of Yeezys. I'm like, bruh.
Yes, Yeezys are not the best ones.
How much more time do we have, guys? What do you reckon? Another question or two? We have like about 2 more questions in the chat.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
guys are down.
Sure.
Yeah. There's just a little light question by Miss D Nguyen. If you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh. Wait, I'm just gonna read it. Henry gave. Wait, I heard that you got special powers with your wrist feel. All right. is
When you say it out loud.
yeah. It's because of this, right? Nothing else. Yeah, it's because of this.
Yeah, the cut on your wrist.
Or that wrist action.
Yeah. When you guys were talking about the guy who like broke his arm, Angelo said he was the one who took him to hospital or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Damn.
Superpower, hey.
He's getting. He's all in same process, right? Fasted, waiting for it to heal. I don't know if he wants to play again. We'll see if he does. Thanks, mate.
He deserves a legend ring if he comes back, man.
What a legend.
All right. So superpower. Is this dodgeball related or not dodgeball related?
It could be whatever you like, huh?
If it's non-dodgeball related, mine is if I think it, it'll appear to me.
Sorry, I missed that.
So like, if I can think it, it can happen. Whatever I think.
Yeah.
So it's something, it will just arrive. That's my superpower. The power of creation.
Oh, I think you guys need to come closer to the mic. We can't hear you.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying for me, it's the power of creation. If I
Yeah.
think it, it will happen.
Yeah. I
That'll
like
be my
that.
superpower.
What should?
What should I have as a power?
Oh no, you already have strength, Henry.
Exactly. I don't need that.
The guns.
Phil already has what's his name? I should call you Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong.
Hey, Beef, Paul says, if you had the power of creation, think my wedding ring will come back.
Oh.
And I think that you will disappear from the internet.
I'd like to be able to block a ball and not finger block. That's my superpower.
Hey, that's a superpower, man.
Dodgeball related, okay.
Or just, if it's not dodgeball related, probably just fly, because
Yeah. I'd go simple. Fly or...
Do you only want to fly? Do you only want to fly to experience flying, or you just want to fly because you want to go somewhere?
Yeah, I just want to go somewhere. I can't be bothered going on a plane or a train or whatever. It's just, think of, like, you're saving so much money. And it's just simple.
Wow.
Would you get fined if you were flying? For COVID restrictions? For breaking COVID restrictions?
It's essential.
Was it
Yeah.
Christian the other day? When
Yeah, he was like, what happens if you're homeless, right?
if you're
Like,
homeless.
Fine if you're homeless.
Oh no, he was saying he wanted to say he was homeless because he thought that was a foolproof reasoning as to not getting fined.
For some reason, like Christian's weird way of thinking, like actually makes sense with that one.
Yeah.
Like, how do you give a fine to someone like during like COVID restrictions
doesn't have a home.
if they're homeless?
Just send me the bill. Just send me the fine to my park bench.
I'm on this park bench over here near that bus stop.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
So
It makes no sense. They can't find a homeless person.
Yeah.
They won't do
Heartless.
that.
so I guess we have one more question before we wrap things up. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Gus once again asked a question. He said, "What's your go-to cheat meal or dinner after dodgeball?"
Ooh.
So not after lockdown, but after dodgeball. So a lot of us tend to hang out like just in front of like Fairfield, the youth center there, like just talking or deciding where we're gonna go eat after we finish a game of dodgeball there. And we end up spending so long just deciding where to go. So that's actually a really hard question, isn't it?
Because you don't have much options left.
Yeah, usually at Fairfield we always stick to the area, so either Fairfield, Cabra, or Canleyvale. What's your go-to, Phil?
Um, depends if I want like bistro food or Asian, I suppose. Is it really cheat meal? I don't know. It's just food. But every so often we go to the Laos village. Oh,
Oh, that's
Yeah. The
Just-
top picks definitely like Laos Village. We got Canley Bistro.
yeah.
We got Sinfu for Viet Food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want, go KFC in Fairfield.
Yeah.
We've been at Chololo place in Fairfield a couple of times after dodgeball.
Cholola.
Chololo, the tacos.
tacos. Birria
The
tacos.
burrito-
Oh, they're so oily. That's
Is that the one where they dipped it in the cup?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
haven't tried that yet. I want to try that.
Not a cheat meal, Henry.
This is why I'm working out.
yeah.
Working out now so I can eat all that shit later after lockdown lifts.
I think I like the good old post dodgeball bubble tea and pork roll at Cabra.
Mm.
Oh, the things I do for pork roll right now.
Oh man.
I just want a gongcha. A gongcha and hot star. Actually, I want to try two-pack.
Two pack's not bad.
It's fried chicken. I made it the other day.
Amanda just said hot star and 2-pack as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
It's one of those things, right? There's so many places now. But Hot Star has always been the original.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Tupac.
Hopefully we can get back to it all soon. Keen for that post dodgeball.
Oh yeah, I love a gongcha right now, but it ain't open, is it?
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's
Go.
wrap it up.
Speed rounds. Speed
Speed
round.
round?
10
Speed round?
questions. It's
round, go.
it's pretty much this or that. And you just have to answer it quickly.
Let's go.
And probably from both of you guys as well. Maybe from all of us if we wanted to.
All of us.
Yeah.
So first one's beach or couch?
Couch.
I'd do couch, but I'd like going to the beach with friends. That's fun.
And I hate sand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I
that's
hate sand. It gets everywhere. My OCD for
If
sand.
it was a beach, wait, no, a couch on the beach.
What? That'd be shitty because then the sand's in the fucking couch. And the couch would be so uncomfortable. No, because someone will then be in the beach, sit on my couch, and I'll get angry.
wait. If you hate sand that much, sand or glitter?
Oh, okay. So I have a story around glitter.
Okay.
I would prefer sand over glitter.
You prefer sand over glitter?
Yes. Because glitter doesn't go away.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't go away. I remember a friend of mine she used to do like paint baubles for Christmas, and you know you can put like write names on them,
Uh-huh.
and then put the glue on them. Right, every year without fail, it is fucking August, and I still have glitter on my face. So no to glitter.
Yes,
It doesn't go away.
all the glitter, all the glitter.
Paul goes, Beef's been spending too much time around body glitter. Alright, next question. Summer or winter?
Winter.
Sorry?
Summer or
Summer
winter?
or winter.
Oh, winter.
Summer.
Yeah. I like winter.
I like wearing my
Yeah,
nice
I like
jackets.
We speed questions. So ask a question and beep answer everyone.
Because everyone is the same because you all work with like stare at each other. People judge each other in the summer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hate sweating, but when you play dodgeball, you sweat. But that's just different.
Winter sweat's so much more relaxing.
Next question.
Cold sweat, that's really bad.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee all the way.
Yeah, I'll do coffee. I don't drink coffee as much anymore though.
That's
Bubble
tea include
tea?
milk
Then it's devil bubble
Yeah.
tea.
True.
tea.
Yeah, all right. You've convinced me. Tea.
Tea.
Catch or dodge?
Dodge.
Catch.
I'll dodge. I'm a dodger.
I'm a dodger.
Wait, Cara, did you say?
I said dodge.
Dodge. Sam Lama or Will Nguyen?
Oh,
For what purpose?
Whatever purpose you want, bro.
What's the context of that question? I don't
Nah,
understand.
that's all I got, bro. That's all I got. And that's what I'm giving you.
player against player or like what?
Winning a 1v1?
Who winning a 1v1? Like
Sam.
Who does the best yeet? Like
Oh.
Yeah, let's go for 1v1.
Yeah.
Sorry, girl. It's Sam.
Sam Lama.
Sam Lama. Sam and Will. We gotta set that 1v1 up.
I hope Will's not watching.
sorry, Will. Big Sam.
Oh, what the heck? Kent goes permanent Cheezo fingers or dry cracked lips. Permanent Cheezo fingers or dry cracked lips.
Oh, yeah, cheese my fingers, because at least if I'm hungry, I can make them.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll go Cheezo fingers as well. Cracked lips, shit.
Can't you just lip balm your cracked lips?
I
You wouldn't be able to
guess.
touch people anymore with cheese fingers. It's so
Cheezo fingers.
groggy. Yeah.
Nah. You can wash them and then lick them, so it's fine.
Lollies or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Chocolate a lot more now. I've
Yeah,
been like,
I used to like lollies, but now I like chocolate more.
Yeah. I'm a chocolate guy as well. And then with this last one, lights on or lights off?
Context, please.
what other context does it have?
Considering one of the hosts is in a bedroom, let's use that one as context. Neither.
Neither.
Doesn't bother me.
Fuck, I'm a night owl. I'd have it off. If anything, I'll have my ring light and that's all I do. Everything else is off.
Okay. But actually, lights on because I don't like the dark.
You guys surely know what the context is, right?
Yes, but I'm gonna.
Your answer was too tame, Phil. I know you know, Phil.
I know. Oh shit.
There's so much light in Phil's room. I just don't know how you could ever have it dark.
Yeah, even my windows are like slightly closed as well.
We have like all the lights and stuff on. It's like all the lights look so pretty.
Yeah, that you'll only see that on a night stream. That'd be cool. Oh gosh, there's still a lot of other questions here.
What questions?
Top or bottom?
Top or bottom? Top or bottom?
Top.
Yeah, top. Like my tops.
The moderator.
Gus goes in or out.
I'm too embarrassed to answer these questions.
Oh shit.
But
I'd rather just say I'm a virgin or something. Man. I don't want to answer these.
Wait, what? That's the context? What? Oh shit. All right, let's wrap it up. It's an hour 17, so
awesome.
I think that was a great first episode. Yeah. Any questions? Find us with all our socials. Ask it on Discord. Reach out to us.
Make sure you click those links in the information section of our Twitch. It's all there.
And what do we have next week?
Next week, what do we have?
Oh,
Is it set in stone with the
Let me have a quick look for
with
us.
a special guest.
We do have some special guests. Are we allowed to announce it now? Do we have the
Uh,
green light for that?
All confirmed yet.
Yeah, so it's confirmed as the Mavericks next week, I believe, as our special guests.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we got some of the members from the Mavericks joining us next week for our little chat. So
We won't
be
say.
sure to tune in next week as well.
Yeah, so we won't say who we'll have from the Mavericks, but definitely tune in and you'll see and hear who it is. And if you have any questions to ask them, then you can also write that down on our Discord or whatever. Just ask us somewhere, or just stay tuned and just ask in the chat, I suppose.
Why don't you chat again? Ask us in there live, or yeah, if pretty much yeah, it'll be good.
Cool.
So thanks so much to all our viewers for joining us today, and pretty much for those who have tuned in, thanks for your support. Please join us again next week, next Sunday, 2 p.m. And follow us on our social media and Twitch page, social media handles, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, thank you, Beef and Cara. Thank you, Henry.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for everything.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
Thank you. See y'all. Hope you had fun. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, well done, well done.
It's good. Really good, guys.